Hello. Now we're going to cover adjectives. So let's continue with Unit 3. Remember, we're doing lexical categories and we're going to compare each part of the speech, nouns, verbs, adjectives, pronouns, etc. Compare English and Spanish forms. So here we have adjectives, and you can see this on page 14 in your manuals. Okay, it says English adjectives are neither inflected by number nor gender. What does that mean? Inflected first. What's the word inflected? What does it mean? It means that there is an affixation. Remember when we covered affixation, it covers prefixes or suffixes, or circumfixes, or in the case of other languages that are not English or Spanish, infixes. Okay, so English adjectives are neither inflected by number nor gender means that there is no suffix that indicates number, meaning singular or plural, no 1, 2, 3. Singular or plural forms for adjectives, or gender, female or male. That is what it means. What does it mean then? It means that English adjectives remain invariable. They never change. That's why when we say there are white houses over there, we never say there are white houses. Why? Because adjectives are never inflected. Okay. It continues saying Spanish adjectives have inflection for two categories, number and gender. Examples: blanco, which is singular and male; blanca, which is singular, female; blancos, which is plural, male; and blancas, which is plural, female. Then it says, not all the adjectives are inflected by gender though. El libro azul, la tinta azul. Is the word azul male or female? How do we know that? Yes. Is it masculine or feminine? Yes. There is a proof, a test that we can do. It says, however, when changing to the diminutive, you need to add the gender marker again. We say azulito, azulita. Greycito, greycita. Oh no, I don't know. Amarillito, amarillita. Okay, so the test to know if an adjective is either male or female, masculine or feminine, is to pass it to the diminutive form. Look, then the manual says, look for examples of more of these adjectives. And you need to provide examples, yes, as I provided, azulito, marroncito, etc., etc. Then it says there is a smaller group, the ones that have a shortened form. For example, bueno and buen. Buen is a shortened form for bueno. Buena, buenos, buenas. Provide more examples. Well, we have grande and gran, ciento and cien, santo and san. These are shortened forms. What I need to know is when do we use these shortened forms. For example, if you are a foreigner, you speak only English or only German or Japanese, and you do not know Spanish, how will you know when to use gran and when grande, when to use san and when to use santo, for example? So that would be your homework then. I would like you to research on this and to tell me when do we Spanish speakers say cien and when do we say ciento. Okay, so syntactically speaking, okay. And it says submit in a separate piece of paper. It says, no, you're not going to do that because of this virtual thingy. So you're going to upload your answers, okay? And you will get points for doing this as homework. Okay, submit the answers to these questions next class. Okay, make sure you state your source. Okay, stating your source. Remember, you're doing your thesis, fourth year students and third year students. Remember, you will be doing your thesis. Then you need to write the sources. For example, Wikipedia is not a good source. We hate Wikipedia. All teachers hate Wikipedia, so avoid that. We need more serious sources, and you need to state them according to the university standards. So I need you to ask other teachers, like Professor Remigio or Professor Carlos Barreto, are really good with format and how to present bibliography. So this is bibliography. You need to state where you got the information from. Okay. Now let's continue. Okay, there are possessive adjectives as well. Yes, we have mi, mío, su, suyo, which are also shortened forms. Mi, su are shortened forms from mío and suyo. Okay, and it says the shortened form for mío, mía would be mi. When or where do we place each of them? Where do we place mi, and when do we use mío then? And then we have neuter. Okay, it has a nominal function rather than demonstrative. Okay, so notice that with adjectives in Spanish, unlike English, which remain invariable, we have the singular form, the plural form, and the neuter form. And you can see that on this chart. Okay, can you see the chart? So, what learning problems do people have? Well, if I am a native speaker of English and I'm learning Spanish, I will have so many problems trying to learn adjectives because I need to concentrate and think on gender and number form. Plus, we have this neuter form, again, not only masculine or feminine, but neuter as well. When to use all that, plus these diminutive forms or shortened forms. So, too many things to take into account. What about Spanish speakers learning English? Well, we have the tendency to pluralize adjectives. Okay, the white houses or something like that when we are in elementary levels. So we need to learn not to conjugate or to change, to modify adjectives. That's our task. Okay, so notice the contrast. If you go to page 15 here in the manual, the contrast between Spanish and English adjectives. There is only one English adjective versus how many Spanish ones? Way too many. Now, to practice, I would like you to identify adjectives. These are super silly exercises, but sometimes people get mistakes because they don't have the correct concept of adjectives, which is what? What do you think? Words that description words. They describe things, okay? So, please do these exercises to practice, and you need to submit homework as well, okay? I will give you 2 or 3 weeks to submit homework, so don't rush and don't worry about deadlines so far, okay? See you soon then. Goodbye.